Okay, now we're in the seventh round where the Packers are set to pick up next after the Minnesota Vikings are set to make their pick. I want to be able to go over some prospects that Packers could pick up. There could be some safeties to consider. Leon O'Neal out of Texas A&M. There are some other ones that are still available. Reed Blankenship, Nick Grant, Amari Carter. Just spitballing a few names here that could be pickups at safety. Corner could be a possibility, even though I don't think that there are very many good corners except for Josh Jobe, the Alabama corner. He's a possibility for the Packers if we want to go on the defensive side of the ball. If we want to go back to inside linebacker, there are a few guys that are dropping, like JoJo Doman. I think Zoe McClain, he hasn't dropped yet. Otherwise, I don't think there's really too many great options here for defense. I don't think we go edge rusher again, even though I wouldn't mind going for another pass rusher just to get some more depth there. And we know the Packers like outside linebackers and put a premium on that position. Tight end, like I said, Jalen Whittermeyer is somebody that is on the radar. And let's see who this pick is. The pick is in.
The last 30-some-odd picks in this draft, things are going pretty fast. Did you say earlier that you think because the general manager...
Let's see who it is. There are 4 picks in this round, so I will give them to you all in one video. See who they pick up.
The previous generation of general...
I know running back is not a need or anything like that, but there's a guy that's dropping, Abram Smith. He could be a possibility.
This new school guy says dinner reservations, so we are going to go get these picks in, and we're going to keep training. We've got TikTok dances to do.
Like I said, if the Packers go tight end, look out for Jalen Whittermeyer.
We're making our way again towards the end of the draft, which is right around the corner. Look at Big Calvin.
I don't think we go offensive lineman again, but it wouldn't surprise me. It's Tariq Carpenter, the safety out of Georgia Tech. I forgot about him. There we go. Awesome, good pick. Tariq is a pretty long guy and pretty fast. He will be used on special teams and as a backup safety. So this is good. I like the value. Right here in the 7th round. A good first pick in the 7th round for the Packers. And the Packers will be back on the clock really soon for this second pick here in the 4th round. Okay, now for the second pick in the 7th round for the Packers, we got a safety. Let's see what else we go. Where else we go? Hard to say right now. I think that there is some pretty good talent that's still available for the Packers to make some picks here. I wouldn't mind going out for a corner. Maybe we go back to offense. A receiver might be a possibility, but I think we're pretty well stacked there now since we just drafted 2 guys, and I say let's just pick up some depth here and see what happens. Some names to look out for again: Whittermeyer, Texas A&M tight end. He was projected to go pretty highly before some things happened, and I saw on NFL.com that he was projected to go in the 6th to a free agent. I suppose that's because he interviewed poorly at the Combine, and but the Packers were interested in Whittermeyer, so it wouldn't surprise me if this is the pick here. We will see here.
They take Thibodeau first, they have some patience, they wait, and they take Evan Neal, who's their top guy, anyway, and so they ended with both players they wanted.
I mean, that helps out, right? And again, it's just been so troubling and difficult to be a New York's football fan in the last 5 years together, and to have
so here, I don't know. I'm not sure what we could go for here. Brian must have his eye on somebody that he likes, and maybe some special teams guys that can help out. Tariq Carpenter will probably help out really well in that department.
And then, absorb it. And
Jonathan Ford. That's a familiar name.
Very, very exciting.
Miami of Florida. Another interior pass rusher here. Run stopper. There we go. I think he kind of projects as more of like a nose tackle because of his size, and he does have a really, really good length. Okay. We add some more defense, get some more depth on the defensive line, so I like this one too. Jonathan Ford was probably projected to go in the 7th round to a free agent, that type of range, so this is pretty good. Welcome to the Packers, Jonathan, and I'll see you guys in a little bit for the next pick. Okay, we are halfway through the Packers picks in the 7th round. We got 3, and then after that, the Packers are going to be done with their picks, and we're going to see who they're going to be going for. I'm not quite sure where the Packers could go. I think they could possibly go back to offense, fill out some depth there. For some reason, quarterback Carson Strong is still available. I don't know why anyone's not picking him. He was projected to go in high day 3. Maybe the Packers could take a flyer on him and insert him as a third quarterback and take a shot there. He doesn't really fit what we are, but that could be a possibility with how many picks we have, and it might make some sense. But otherwise, I think I'd stick with some other key needs where you can kind of use some depth pieces to help on special teams. I know that Rich Bisaccia wants to get his guys to be able to get in there and help make the special teams and get good again. So it's hard to say where the Packers could go. If it's for offense, there's not going to be too much there when it comes to special teams. Your special teams value might come from your defense, but then again, you have some fast offensive players that can go run down the field, like a gunner type. That might make sense, but we already may have that guy. I mean, we drafted Romeo Doubs, so... I mean, we drafted Romeo Dobbs, so that might make sense where he could possibly play as a gunner, not just as a return man. Let's see who this pick is as the pick has come in.
You may have had one, maybe 2 players that had an opinion about things that were going on.
2 more to go.
You have whole leagues making a stance about some of the injustice that's been happening in our country.
The way I see it, I think this is going to be another value pick because the Packers have done a really good job in finding good value. I'm going to say this again, maybe this one possibly could be Wittermeyer, but I think that, is he worth it? Maybe. We have a whole bunch of tight ends on the roster. We just got back Bobby Tunyon. Oh my gosh, Rasheed Walker. I can't believe he dropped. I forgot he was still on the board. So it's Rasheed Walker out of Penn State, offensive tackle. This is a good one right here. The Packers had shown some interest in Walker, so there we go. I think this is an excellent value here for the Packers. I get that it's another offensive lineman. I get that it's very redundant, but he could possibly be a right tackle, and I think that he could be very well in the front running of helping out in that regard. Right now, I would have to say Elton Jenkins is probably penciled in to play right tackle. Josh Nijman should also be in the mix as the starting right tackle, but I would probably not discount Rasheed Walker either, or possibly Sean Ryan, who we picked up in the 3rd round to be able to be in the mix for in the mix for right tackle. So we will see who the last pick in the 7th round is. And okay, the Packers are back on the clock for the last time in the 7th round. We are almost done wrapping it up for the 2022 NFL Draft. I don't know about you guys, but this has been a very fun draft. The Packers have done an absolutely fantastic job in this draft from start to finish. Some picks were better than others. I'm going to drop a video on this entire draft and give you guys my thoughts and some of the pros and cons to each draft pick and the value and whatnot. So stay tuned for that whenever I come out with the video. But for the meantime, the Packers, I'm thinking the Packers could go back on the offense again and pick another offensive player, since they seem to be picking offense and defense in 2s. So it wouldn't surprise me if there could be another offensive player here for this last pick. If it's for defense, look out for a cornerback. I think that might make some sense to add some depth there. There is some pretty good talent that is still dropping to the Packers. Probably not another offensive lineman for offense. I don't know about safety. That's a possibility. There is some decent talent still dropping there. Inside linebacker could be a possibility. Pass rusher could be a possibility. Brian Gutekunst has taken pass rushers in the 7th round before, so I don't expect that to change anytime soon. He took Jonathan Garvin and Kendall Donnerson here in this round, so that could be a really big possibility if we want to go on offense. I'm really hoping for Whittermeyer, and the pick is in, so we will see what it is. I think Jalen Whittermeyer right here might very well be worth it. I don't know if Brian really wants him, he's going to pick him up. Otherwise, he'll go as an undrafted free agent and be free to sign with whatever team he wants. So we will see. I honestly would like to have a long snapper, you guys, Cal Automitis, because our long snapper sucks. He was the reason why we lost to the San Francisco 49ers, because he let Jordan Willis bull rush him back into the punter, and he blocked it. So I think we could use a better long snapper, and Cal Automitis is the only long snapper that is probably going to be set here to be drafted. Let's just draft a long snapper. Long snappers are people too.
Is he going to add another veteran anytime soon? He said no. So Baker Mayfield comes out of this draft, what? Hoping that the Browns either release him,
Samori Toure, the Nebraska wide receiver. The Packers worked him out, and they liked him. They talked about. I remember this name coming out, and I thought, all right, good pick. I like it. Okay, we add another receiver to help out in the pass catching department, special teams, and whatnot. There we go. That's how we close it out. The draft for the Green Bay Packers is with another receiver, another pass catcher. So this works out really well. And thanks for hanging with me and watching my reactions to the Packers draft picks, all of them, all 7 rounds. And I will catch you guys later for another video. Go Pack, go.